Hey guys, it's Red Panda Geek and welcome back to Valhalla. We kind of had a little bit of a meltdown last episode, but hey, don't we all, have one of those occasionally, so... No, she had every right to be, in a piss poor mood, like she just found out her ex had passed away in unfortunate circumstances, and when you find news out like that, it's really hard to keep a cheery mood at work. Like I said, kind of in a bad mood, and we kind of got mad at Virgilio, but I think he forgave us. He's not too butthurt about that. We got to talk to Say and Stella for a little bit and see them be like a cute little item. That was a fun little interaction that we don't typically get to see in this game, so I'm pretty happy about that. Our boss cares about us and loves us so much that she decided to pay Dorothy to stay the night with us. Hopefully nothing weird happened. I swear to God, Dorothy, I will not be happy if something weird happened. But hey, I think that's really cool that even during times like this, Jill has people who've got her back. I think we all need friends like that. So, Mr. Hanky, are you tired? Oh, you're a sleepy boy today. I know, it's very hot. It's been very hot out recently too, and he needs another summer haircut. It's been in the hundreds lately. Oh, yes, you love your ears rubbed. It's okay, take a nap there. Get your nap in, okay? You'll be good. Alright. So yeah, I'm not really sure where we go from here. I'm not sure, what this news of her ex passing away will end up doing. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen next, other than Jill kind of realizing, she's kind of being self-centered a little bit and needs to think about others. We still don't know if Say is completely safe or not, or if the whole White Knight situation is going to get her and everybody else in trouble. We still don't know what the hell's going on with Gil and Dana and just the future of the bar as a whole. So, but we just gotta focus on paying our electricity bill. It's $8,000 right now, and she wants to get a Christmas tree, so I'm kind of nervous that we're not going to be able to pay this bill. Oh gosh, I'm so worried about it, but hey, what can you do? I guess the best thing we can do is just start up today's game. I think the electricity bill was skyrocketed when she bought that nano camo stuff, so, and she wants a Christmas tree to celebrate the holidays, maybe lift her spirits up, so we'll see if we are able to... We'll see if we're able to afford it, so have a nice day. Who was that, Lilum? Very good friend. Yeah, that's right. Even though Dorothy is a little bit freaky at times, she is a great friend. So let's go buy that Christmas tree for her first. Just get that out of the way. Okay, mega Christmas tree. Holy shit. We might be yeah, we might be cut, guys, if we don't make enough in the bar scene tonight. So geez, why did we have to do that? Oh gosh, I'm so worried we're not gonna make our freaking payment. Damn it. Shit. Okay, well, let's hope for the best. Why'd you have to buy a Christmas tree? Oh jeez. Okay, it looks like there's some new stuff going on, so let's check that out. Ooh, this top one's gonna be very interesting, but I want to start from the bottom here. Oh, I didn't comment on the Christmas tree. It's cute, but goddamn, why was it $1,000 for this tiny little ass Christmas tree? Ugh, damn it. Alright, anyways, let's get into this story, shall we? Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports. Ooh, maybe we'll get some new products to shop for, huh? Glitch City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient with an import rate of only 0.8%. However, that might change due to the recent shortages across the city. Okay. Prime Minister Quincy revealed this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, but we can provide them foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way, we can secure essential items at affordable prices, Quincy told AE. Some experts say that private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that the Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in the shortage crisis in the first place. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, based off of this article, Quincy decided, hey, you're no longer allowed to own your own business, so we're gonna take it instead and run it how we want it to. And because the government sucks, production just went pew! And here we are with no essential products that people need. I wonder what these companies are. Like, when they say essential items, are we talking about like all food items, toilet paper, that kind of stuff? I wonder what specific items they're talking about. Jeez. This is not gonna go well for the city, it looks like. Oh boy. So you decided to not steal all the city's funds? Good. Oh, I mean, hey, that's good. I mean, sounds like, I don't like what he's doing, obviously, but at least he was smart enough to not use a bunch of money from the people to afford stuff that would just end up going in the trash anyways. So anyways, let's go to the Kira Miki story. How about that? All right. Is Kira Miki the biggest pop idol in history? The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilim being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as human because they're immortal and as such cannot really understand what it's like to be alive, but most of the Kira Miki fandom would disagree. That's a really fucked up thing to say. I mean, like, I guess it depends on like what they're programmed to do, because it's like, you know, if we're taking Dorothy, for example, right? Like, I don't really care for the idea of Dorothy, you know, basically promoting not just her body to be used, but her using the image of a minor, essentially, to pay her rent and stuff. And I just, it's just so sad, you know? But I think she's a good person deep down, like, and I think she wants to have a good life and have friends and all that stuff. She just needs someone to be like, hey man, maybe you shouldn't be selling your body to these strangers, especially in the current body state that she is, you know, being a minor. I think if someone was there to kind of like put her on the right track and be like, hey man, like just because you're immortal, that doesn't mean you can't live a good, meaningful life, you know? Like, I think if someone helped her to get back on the right path, it would kind of help her out. So I think to just assume that because they're immortal, they would be like bad people and stuff, like, it's a little messed up. So alright, let's see here. Anti-Lilim people are insane. To me, Miki knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city, Richard Show, 55, told the Augmented Eye during a fan gathering. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like, you know, we saw in a blog from Kira that she's only like a couple years old technically, right? But her body's a teenager, right? She has dreams of just wanting to have a normal life and to be loved and stuff. So again, like, I don't see why people would just assume that these Lilim are just inherently bad people. I'm with Richard, added Nacho6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what life's about anyway. I need to meet Nacho's owner. Is it Richard? That'd be so funny if it was, but Nacho's a fantastic name for a dog. Not as fantastic as Hank, though. Hi. You have the best name. You have a person's name. Yes. Oh, you're so sleepy, aren't you? Yes. Yes. Okay, go back to sleep. Just chill and cool off from the heat. But yeah, this article is very interesting. Again, like, for them to just say, you know, oh, they can't understand humans because they're immortal and stuff is a little ridiculous, you know? Like, that just seems insane to me. Again, do they always make the best decisions? No. I don't think anybody makes the best decision 100% of the time, but that doesn't mean that they also can't grow and learn from those experiences to become better members of society. So, Jill. Nacho? Dog? Don't tell me. Wait, what? What does she mean by that? Does she know Nacho? Or is she just saying, like... Oh, is she just commenting that there's other talking dogs and stuff? I think that's what she's saying. I'm not entirely sure, but We all know Jill's not a dog person to begin with anyways. She loves her little feline four here. So cool. Dude, I really wish we could, like, interact with the items that are in the room and stuff. Like, if you click on the tree, for example, right, it, like, lights up or something. Or, like, if you click on forest, it makes, like, a purring sound. I think that'd be so cute and cool. Or, like, be able to turn the TV on and stuff. That'd be so neat. Okay, let's go back. Alright, let's see what this top article says here. Lilum receiving mysterious messages. What could that fucking mean? Well, I guess, like, if they're owned by the government, they're probably... Well, I don't know. Because to my understanding, if I remember correctly, the Lilums are a government program thing. I'm not really sure. But, I imagine that because they're mostly robots and stuff, they're prone to being hacked as well. So maybe there's some more Alice Rabbit stuff happening. So, let's just take a look here. Halloween was back in October. Yes, that's when Halloween is. But this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilum across the city have been receiving strange transmissions with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. Damn, okay. So there's a good chance that both Kira and Dorothy are receiving these weird transmissions and stuff, but I'm surprised. I wonder what they say, because I don't see why... You know, Dorothy, right, wouldn't say anything to anybody about it. I don't know. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lilum can't remember exactly what they had heard, but the most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilum could not record any of these messages while they were broadcasted. It was almost as if something had blocked the Lilum from doing so. Interesting. While we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even among our own Lilum, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. For spooky. Or bluff. I don't think it's a bluff, man, because, like, we've also been seeing flashes of Anna, if I remember correctly, that's her name. We've been seeing flashes of Anna from the beginning of game, which we have not interacted with since, on the TV. So it doesn't surprise me that Lilum could get hacked just like the White Knights and stuff. So, interesting. Very spooky, but who knows. We should probably check this out just to be safe. No, there's nothing new here. I don't know why I keep checking nano camo stuff, because there's nothing new, so... Anyways, let's go to Reddit just to be safe. Did I read this? I always have a hard time remembering if I read this. I don't know. I'll read it just in case, because I can't remember. Makai's releasing EKDB 186 update. Is this the greatest thing to ever grace planet Earth? I literally can't stop touching myself. That's disgusting! Stop being a gooner, okay? Gooning is gross. Such a high quality release, but why is the camo blurry? I think it's regulation for the civilian models. Something's off. I'd be all over this normally, but I can't seem to get excited over this. Your shit taste is showing. Nah, I just think I'm kind of desensitive. Oh, okay, yeah, we did read this. We did read this. Yeah. I don't know if we read this, though. Monster Girlfriend Kiari. Can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive battle system, fun dating minigames, cute girls, that fucking music. Yeah, we love a game with some bopping music, dude. Is this the GOAT? Don't know, do you like the GOAT girl? Oh jeez. I'm going to marry a GOAT. It's an alright game, 8 out of 10 at most. Shit game. No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu equal bad game meme would die. Oh, okay. I wish this waifu equals bad game meme would die. It's a stupid game pandering to idiots. What's there to discuss? Are we being rated by normies? Oh, jeez. But normies? Fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. Yeah, these days you just can't... What happened to just having fun with video games and, you know, not worrying about what other people's opinions are? Like, I don't know. It's dumb. I think I think you should be able to enjoy games however you want to enjoy them, and if somebody has a problem with the opinion, then oh well, they can fuck off or just not watch you, you know? They can do whatever they want and I can do whatever I want. So anyways, sounds fun. It's for nerds. Yes, I'm aware. We are all nerds here, man. Alright, well, I don't think there's really much else to do here. There's not much to discuss. I'm very concerned about this number here, though, so hopefully we can earn enough money so we can pay our bill and be broke. So let's go to work. Friday, December 23rd. Good evening. Hey. How are you feeling? A little more soft and warm. Oh, did we cuddle last night with Dorothy? That's so nice. Come again? You heard me. So on a scale from steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. Aw, shit. Did it not make her feel better? That sucks. I still hate myself. I'm still sad as hell, but how to put it? The noise stopped. Okay. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta, kinda. So, how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. I can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said, enough to pay this soda I'm having is fine. Oh, okay, so she didn't just charge her up the ass, especially because this is for a friend. That's so nice. How did you get her number? I have, contacts. Right. Anyways, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Thanks. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know, though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. Yes, we do. Okay. I don't know if I want sad music this time, so we're just gonna get rid of these. Alright, let's do this. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh, fuck. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I... Okay, I don't know why you're being weird, but... Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, it's you guys. Yo, what the fuck? Who's his friend? Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here. Okay, interesting. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Oh, this is the guy that we fucking read about in the news. That's so cool. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Holy shit, dude, what the fuck? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? Nah, that's not Dana. That's just Jay. They're getting so confused, man. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole Kira thing. Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those sci-fi bitches? Of course not. Yeah, he's a Shiba too, man. How could you not tell? I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are of the same species as I. Sad thing is, I'd take him more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. No, these are Shibas, right? They're Shibas. Am I not seeing that they're like the same dog, just different clothes? Like, what the hell? Will you get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. Manly drink for the dog. Maybe I should just give him something bitter. We could do something manly and bitter though, right? Oh wait, here we go. So we'll do manly and then which one's bitter? Can't remember. Nope. Yeah, let's do the suplex. This one is manly and bitter and burning. You can do suplex, but let me just double check. They're the same price, basically. Try to get as much money as I can. Yeah, let's do something a little bit more expensive. Bitter, manly, burning, suplex. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All on the rocks. And let's mixy mix. All right, here's your manly and bitter drink, sir. Here. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Blech, this tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know. You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Kira afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though. Like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. Damn it. I mean... Hank? Oh, hi. I'm sorry to bother you. Would you like more balls, too? Can you not have enough balls? He's like, why are you asking these dumb questions? Of course he would want more balls to play with. Yeah, that's your favorite toy, isn't it? It's your favorite toy. Anyways. Alright. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool! Every dog has a right to have his own ball. Exactly, I actually agree with him. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? Okay, is she... Oh, I think Jill's having her own thoughts here right now. But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Well, honestly, it's probably a box of boxes, so... Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly. Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket. Boss is that kind of woman. Oh, okay, so she's like thinking about how the bar has even been staying afloat. Okay, got it. I understand now. I keep getting distracted by the two different conversations. Oh, big stretch. The world is filled with all sorts of recursive madness, you know. Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles. Ooh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, the theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes, sir! Except that to boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Rosenstrauss had to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil a piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan. Besides, boss is not one to scam people, let alone a dog. Ooh, I hope she's not scamming people. That would not be good. I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet those Cypher bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know, her smile is so cute too. So it's better that we vet for a vet. Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho. Oh yeah, I forgot she knew the dog. Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run. Great. Gil can go with you. I can? You will. I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. When you put it that way. Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her too. Yeah. So, you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby. Wait orders. Okay. Shit, I missed the chance to ask how or if he even gets paid with money. Oh, okay, the twins are back. Man, I sure need to get wasted. I failed to see how getting wasted will make you feel better. Sheba! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap, we just got out of a building full of dogs. But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot. And he talks. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Give me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does Steel want anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir. So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. I could make it big for the heck of it. Hell yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's do this. Alright, and this is all mixed. Alright, here you go, ma'am. Here, let's make it special. Yeah! Cheers! Hey Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have wasted my money on all that beer. Oh well. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No thanks. The last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So, how are things up at Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up for better or for worse. For worse? She's, like a rabbit. An overtly politically correct rabbit. God damn it. That's a little, obnoxious. Let's see what she has to say. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. Oh, okay, so we're talking politically correct in the sense of, like, you say one thing that is, like, slightly off, and they're like, oh my god, how could you say that? Oh, man, that's so annoying. Oh, jeez. This girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. Oh, okay, never mind. She's so worried about being... It's not that she's, like, an asshole. She's more nervous that she's gonna say the wrong thing, like, all the time. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I thought she was gonna be an asshole or something. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit. Poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl and it's sweet that she tries so hard to not offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. Yeah, I could see why that's a problem, because it's like if you're constantly worried about what you're gonna say, it sounds like you're not genuine about the things that you do mean, you know? So, you don't help either. Yeah, she's a little intimidating, isn't she? You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. Hey, man, that's not nice to intimidate someone like that, even if they are cute, man. That's not cool. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that. Or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know. I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. Aw, come on, man. You're just trying to get a rise out of her. That's not nice. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute, and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. Yeah, you can't, like, over-tease someone because then they're just gonna get tired of your shit, man. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? He said that he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say, this Laura girl. Do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as co-workers at the very least. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? Slow. Okay. Are you saying she's dumb? She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Yeah, I guess that could be a problem. On one hand, it's like, okay, it's good because she's being concise, but she's not fast enough with her work, then it could put them behind. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with someone more, a more assertive person? Lilum, a more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. No, I wasn't saying that. That's so mean. She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for the better or for worse. It's very true. It's very, very freaking true. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's the possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out of there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So, in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you? And you already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some skirt chaser. Oh, interesting. Okay, so she's teasing her because she has a thing for Laura. Okay, that makes more sense why she's behaving the way she is. Why doesn't she just ask her then be like, hey, I really like you? But I guess she might be nervous, especially if she's like hardcore teasing her. I bet Laura's like, why would you ask me out? You act like you don't like me. She's not into girls. Oh, okay, so she's straight. Got it. How'd you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed, giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was so weird. Oh my gosh. Okay, enough Laura for a night. Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof, please. Party pooper. Aw. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please. Get me a French weaver. Alright, let's make one bloom light and one French weaver. Got you. Alright, so it sounds like Laura. It sounds like Betty's always been a tease of some sorts, but it kind of gets her into a little bit of trouble here and there. Interesting. Alright, let's do this. Actually, it would be easier if I go by name here. So we'll do a bloom light first. On the all aged on the rocks and mixed. Alright. And then the next one is a fringe weaver, that's right. That one's the super alcohol one, right? Yes, okay. This one's all aged and also mixed. Alright, here are your drinks, guys. Enjoy. Here you go. I wonder why it's called a bloom light. Seems it was first developed at some video games event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Some attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that company always used too much bloom lighting. So the bartender there literally made them drink all of the bloom. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? Why are you asking like all these deep questions? Like, are we even friends? Is this even appropriate to ask? I'm not even sure. In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Oh, goddammit, are you the grammar police, Jill? That's so rude. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter. Tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Me too. Me too, man. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think it became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How's that bad? We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad. And not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. Dude, I feel like some people are definitely like that these days, you know? Like, I've seen, and this goes on both sides, honestly. I've seen where people are, like, championing for one side, but then you see them in, like, interviews and stuff, but then they don't actually seem to know or fully understand what it is they're protesting for, and they're just doing it to be, you know, politically correct, I guess, in a sort of sense, to feel like they picked a side, you know, and all of that. I don't know. It's weird. I don't claim to know what's in people's minds. That's just my perspective of just things I've seen online. I feel like in this day and age, people feel this need to pick a side even if they don't fully comprehend what it is, so they just go with whatever is comfortable for them and then just do that. And I think some people just do it just to, you know, do something, you know? So, I don't know. It's a crazy world we live in, and maybe one day things will get better for everyone in this strange time. So I moved from group to group only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all of that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on the past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Cypher Toy Company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the other dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone working at a place that pays for a dog for doing fuck all. Yeah, literally. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Will you get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow. And by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See ya, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Yeah, for real. Nobody wants to deal with your hangover, Betty. Okay. Boss, I'll take my break. Call me if someone comes. Alright. Alright. Again, things seem pretty normal so far. We're kind of learning a little bit more about Betty and Deal, which is kind of cool. Kind of just how they are as people and stuff. Yeah. And the stuff with the dogs was really interesting too, you know, to help Joe bring up the question of like, how are we even still afloat right now? How am I getting paid and stuff? So yeah, I don't know. The question though of like how relationships affect people is very interesting. I do agree that relationships can affect you for better or for worse. It really just kind of depends on like the circumstance, but it's not just like romantic relationships. Sometimes it's just interactions with people as a whole, you know. You can learn all kinds of different things from all kinds of different people. So let's go ahead and save. All right, let's get out of here. No dogs in sight. We'll just... Alright, there we go. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. Oh, we haven't seen her in a little bit. This will be fun. Oh, she's not in a good mood, is she? She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up? Let's try to cheer Alma up. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes? Ooh, shit, hold on. Fuck, what does she like? Let me take a look through here. The bad touch might be a good one. I think she did like a bunch of sweet stuff too. Ooh, I'm having a hard time remembering. I don't know about burning though. I don't think she'd be happy about that. That's gonna be, I think, a little just too much. I don't think she likes that, the sour stuff. I think she likes sweet stuff, right? That's sour too. So yeah, let's try the Brantini. I feel like this would be a safe, like, feel-good option if I was in a bad mood. This one just kind of makes more sense, so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, fuck you. I hate when that happens. It's all age, so I'll put that in since my mouse is being dumb. Do I give her a big one too? I think one would be fine. I don't want to give her too much, I guess. Sweet, classy, and happy. So, okay, let's mix. All right. Fingers crossed that you like this. So, hey, in this, it's on me. Drink so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it? A Brantini? So you do pay attention to what I ask for. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I felt like she was like ordering brantinis, but again, this one just kind of made sense because it's sweet and happy. Everything else was just sour. And why would you want something sour when you're in a sour mood? So you have quite the fixation with brantinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, want to hear some silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate, just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. What? That's kind of weird. It was a fun night. We pretended at times we were dating. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a brantini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15, but that drink was just different. Yeah, man, you became an adult. An adult who can make decisions. So it wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Oh? Ever since that day, he's called me Brantini Girl from time to time. Your dad sounds like a cool guy. You should meet him sometime. So, why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So, what is it? Was it the news about the people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So, go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so, remember my sister, Diana? I think that's how you're saying it, I'm not really sure. The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then, more specifically that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Wait, he was abusing her or she was abusing him? I'm so confused. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about smelling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. Oh, selling some stuff. I don't know why I said smelling. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. Oh. Yikes. Okay, so he is abusing her. So she made it seem like she was the asshole in the situation, but they broke up because he was abusing her. But her reaction to what to do with the kids is what made it worse. Okay. That's even more fucked up. Why would you want... If I remember correctly, she left the kids with her husband, so why would she do that if she's being abused by him? That's so dumb. Oh, jeez, this is a mess. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well... Huh, you acted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus, even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Oh, are her kids kind of bratty? That would suck. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're not the most well-behaved kids. I shouldn't say bratty, because kids do make a mess, but if they're not even cleaning up after themselves, then that's the problem. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some space, some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So, we're in the car and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all the build-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. That's a fair point. I start scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. Good for you. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all of that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Oh my god. I kind of hate that excuse. On one hand, I understand that, like, us people who don't have kids or have never been in that situation don't fully know what it is they're going through. I get it. But at the end of the day, even if it's a shit situation that you're in, right? You can't just leave your kids in the dust, you know? You gotta still be there for your kids and try to be a good role model for them, because you don't want them growing up thinking that everything that's going on in their lives is perfectly normal and then they continue that cycle of, like, abuse or just being shit people. So yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Eva and Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn well. Uh-oh, she's getting so upset. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Oh shit, she's like fucking pissed as fuck, dude. Oh, jeez. Again, I'm not screaming. I don't want to blow your guys' ears. Damn. Yeah, this sucks. Shit. That's another thing I don't appreciate, is when these parents just, because of the shit they went through, they just pawn their kids off on somebody else because they just can't handle it, right? And then it creates this world of stress for other people, so... Oh, jeez, Alma, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I could help? You just did. What? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not the one to let stuff like that get to me. I mean, I feel like you kind of did, considering how much you just screamed now. I'm still angry as hell, though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of the family members. I can't tell my mom, your daughter is a slut. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Hey, man, those are some nice assets she has. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Does he have a bubble butt? Oh, kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. Yeah, man, we like those natural curves. We like natural lady lumps here. Not that there's anything wrong with unnatural lady lumps, but I think natural ones are nice. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her somehow. Oh, gosh. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? You can't let that happen, dude. I mean, like, as far as like who you are with, you don't know how they're gonna turn out in the future, so you kind of just have to have hope and faith that the worst isn't gonna happen, you know? And if it does, you just can't let yourself fall into that state of like, it's my life, I'll do whatever the hell I want, you know? You just gotta remember, like, if you have kids, right? Like, that's the most important part of your life now, and you can't forget about them, so. What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all of that? You're not going to, man. You know better. You've seen the shit with your sister, so... If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that she'd pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all of that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey! Am I lying? She does have some pretty crazy standards. No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Give me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright, I'm gonna ask for something cold and with alcohol. Got it. Alright, let me go through these because I can never remember here. Okay. Bad touch wouldn't be bad. It's got ice and it's got a decent amount of alcohol. Actually, I should go... She likes classy drinks, so maybe I should stick with that, maybe? Bad touch, potato Brandini, Cobalt Velvet. This one has more alcohol in it. That one might be better, actually. That one's not ice, though. That one's not enough. I think I'm gonna do the Cobalt Velvet with this because it's got the most alcohol out of all the classy drinks too, and it's still kind of, you know, I don't know. It just feels like her. So, let's do this. Get the ice. Alright, let's mix this baby up. Alright. I hope you enjoy this. Here you go. Thanks. I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So, you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Oh, don't think too much of it. Oh, come on. You heard my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. What do you need chicken for? To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it up if you want. It won't go to waste. I guess, like, you know... Chicken for them is probably the equivalent of like a Christmas ham or like Thanksgiving turkey, I guess. That's probably what it is. Gotcha. Or I guess if you're looking at it in the Japanese sense, right? Christmas is like a romantic holiday, right? And don't they like eat chicken or something like that? Am I mistaken? I don't know. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like the legs the most. Ooh, man. Legs or thighs for me, man. I personally love the dark meat. I do like a good chicken breast here and there, but I'd have to probably say thighs are probably the best. Really? I like the breast better. Gee, I wonder why. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. You silly girls. Boss? You're there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best parts are the wings. Oh, Dana. I like wings too. I do enjoy those as well. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? Oh, she actually bought chicken wings. Damn. From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? I would agree. I fucking love wings, dude. Give me some nice spicy wings and I'm a happy girl, so... Well, because... thought as much. Yo, Armitage. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up, but it'd be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here. She usually orders stronger stuff? I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh, so like Dana's a spice queen. She fucking loves her spicy food. That's cool. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? Oh, Alma, there's still a lot you need to learn, huh? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything as long as it helps with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. Let's give her something to help her get over the spiciness of the wings. That's an interesting thing. Let me check. Ooh, definitely, I don't think sour is a great option. We could do a Brantini again. Probably not a fringe weaver well, but that's like, hold on. Definitely not that, for sure. It's strong, so I don't know about that. Definitely not that. Well, so far I think I think it's Brantini, right? Yeah, I think the Brantini might be the best one, but let me just go under... Let's go under sweet drinks. Sugar Rush wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad. This one would be a good one, a Moon Blast, 'cause it's got ice and stuff. But again, a Brantini would be like perfect because it's got the classy part too. I might do a Piano Woman because it's still sweet. So that should help with like the spice and stuff. Plus, this will help me get a little bit closer to my goal and stuff. So let's do the Piano Woman. I'm really actually worried about not being able to pay rent. Alright, here you go. Hopefully this helps. Here. Whew, it helped. Thanks. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? Oh. You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but... Nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm down. Okay, so she is, I believe, bi, but she prefers women, it sounds. I don't know. I guess I like girls with light colored hair. Ooh, you like Dana. You like Dana so much. Light colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. Oh, okay, so it could be like blonde or redhead. Okay. What about white? Like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with the bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Ooh, she called you out. She saw how flabbergasted and blushed you were. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. Ugh. So, light colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too, and I just started let's say I'm into girls too, and I just started hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I would never let you go. Oh, that's so nice. I like this interaction here. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last few days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill, you've heard my problems so many times. Now I want to help you. Come on, come here. I told you to sit here, come on. What? What are you? Oh, we never get to see Jill from this perspective. That's so cool. Alright, so they switched spots and Alma's pretending to be the bartender now. That's cool. Alright then. Now, I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then. Oh, what the fuck is happening? Okay then, I move this here. Click here and... What the fuck just happened? Was that Alice Rabbit stuff? Hold on, wait, hold on. Let's talk about this real quick. Okay. Either, again, Alma is Alice Rabbit and is like hacking into the system, or I don't think this is correct. For a second I was thinking like Alma might be a Lilim and she just got hacked by Alice Rabbit, but I think it's the first one. I want to say Alma is Alice Rabbit. Holy fucking shit, guys. Okay, okay then. I move this here, click here, and now it works for you, for me, and that dog in a Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right. And how did you even manage to... Oh yeah, hacker. Right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then. It's something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Dude, I can relate to that. Like, when I was in school, and I guess it kind of happened with college and stuff too, I was so worried about not being good enough and having, like, perfect projects done, perfect grades, all that stuff, and it just made it hard to enjoy life, man. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. Oh, okay, got it. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh. We started going out. I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. A sugar rush then. You can't mess that up. Right. Oh, that's so cool. So we're kind of playing as Alma now. I like it. Jill asked for a sugar rush. Now, how did this thing work again? Oh, we got you. We got this. Where is it? Sugar rush. Alright. 1, 2. Howdy Delta. I'm gonna give you alcohol, Jill, because you deserve it, so... Alright, it's just all mixed, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, Jill, here's your first drink from Alma. Here. Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. Hey, don't be jealous, girl, okay? You're so cute. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? Yeah, see, exactly what I was saying. People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So, keep telling me the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Oh, jeez. Poor Jill. Fear of public speaking. I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. Okay, so it seems like, just kind of looking back and stuff, I don't remember exactly what Jill went to college for, but it looks like she went to college, you know, because that's like what you're told to do and stuff. And she was trying like really hard, you know, to get the good grades and good job and stuff. And obviously while she was there, she met Lenore, who helped her tremendously. And I'm sure Jill is like thankful for that, but it seemed like she realized in that moment that she was like so like she realized in that moment that she just wasn't enjoying life to the fullest and was so focused on just doing good in school and being perfect that she just wasn't having fun and enjoying life like she wanted to. And I'm sure that translated into the argument that her and Lenore have, because I'm sure with Lenore putting so much time and energy into Jill, not just as, you know, a girlfriend and partner, but as a student teacher, you know, she probably felt like she wasted her time as well. So interesting. What a sad romance story. What a sad story. Ugh, man. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point, I stopped and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So, a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house and I broke a vase in the process. Ooh, goddamn, that sucks. Yeah, probably shouldn't have broken a vase. That didn't make things better, obviously, but man, that's, that really sucks. It really does. Yeah, like I said, it seems like, you know, Jill had every right to feel the way that she did in the sense of, you know, realizing that what she was doing for her career is just not something she was into. You know, I think it's dumb to just assume that we all automatically know what we want to do in life, and sometimes you gotta try things to know whether it's something you're interested in or not. So I get that. And I totally understand why Lenore would be upset about Jill not taking the offer, because again, it's not just the time and energy she put into supporting her as a partner, but as a student teacher and stuff, when she could have been using that time to get a job offer like that for herself, you know? So I don't know. I think both have valid reasons to be upset with each other, but I think the way they handled it was pretty piss poor, you know? Obviously it ended up in a match where they each said not so nice things to each other, and it just ended right there. So poor girls. This sucks. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all of that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection. A heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. I mean, I guess maybe I'm misunderstanding how the nanomachine rejection works, but if she was diagnosed way beforehand and knew about it, maybe it was a matter of like she knew she was gonna die, so instead of, you know, making this a whole, oh, feel bad for me type of thing, she was just wanting to live her life, you know, kind of like how Jill wanted to live her life. So I don't know. Jill. And to make things worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost the sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride, fear, a stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize forever. Truly, forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this... Yo, boob tender. Hey, man. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. Who makes a big beer in this thing? You just gotta double it, dude. Alright, let's do this. Honestly, like, at this point, Jill does deserve a big beer. She needed it a long time ago, man. Alright. Here you go, Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh, interesting. Okay. I thought she was just completely human for some reason, but I guess it seems like everybody in this universe has some sort of, like, implant or, you know, robot part of some sort. Ooh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. Girl, me too. I was always stressed in school. It was not a fun time. So, just like you're behaving right now? Shut up, I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions if she saw me by myself. She would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Aw, that's kinda cute. Ugh, man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person. I just wanted to apologize. Now, oh, okay, so, like, hopefully I understood correctly, it seems like when they broke up, she didn't want to get back together because it just seemed like they wanted different things, but she realized that the way she handled it wasn't great, so she at least just wanted to apologize, if anything. Damn, that really sucks that she didn't get that chance. You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up the bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all of that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that idea of how, you know, Jill, I'm assuming she went to school with some sort of science degree or something like that. So the science of mixing drinks, you know, it kind of blended her love of science and beer. That's kind of cool. I like that. Huh. Interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just, I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all of this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. Aw, see, she's growing from this, she's learning. I mean, even though it's such a shitty situation, you could see, like, she does care, and I think she's realizing, like, you know, even if she doesn't agree with what someone is doing or saying, she can still be kind, you know, and just, she's also getting this reminder, too, of, hey, I need to, you know, be a little bit more open to the people that I do care about and remind them that, yes, you are important to me. That's, I love this character arc for her. It's great. Although I don't think you necessarily need to apologize for everything, but it's great that she's learning, so. I hate feeling like this. I hate it. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know? Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill, you listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget, did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know, I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss. About those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call the manager. Boss? Oh man, it wasn't enough spice? Oh my gosh. Oh, thank God we have enough money for this bill. Oh my God, I was so worried. Thank God I tried to go for the more expensive drinks this time. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, thank God. I'm so relieved that we have enough for this bill. I was so worried we weren't going to pay it. Alright. Drinks total. Let's see. Yes. We did get the flawless service bonus, which is perfect because we needed that in order to make sure our rent was paid. Cherished Titty Hacker. She's a good friend. Yeah, man. She is a great friend. You know, it's so cool to see how Jill, even though she's so standoffish, she is starting to kind of open up to the people who she does care about. You know, like helping Dorothy with whatever she's going to be needing help with. You know, kind of being more open with Alma and them kind of sharing their frustrations with each other and just, you know, letting people into her life so she doesn't feel so alone. And I love this whole character arc. It was great. I love it. Alright. Your account was charged $8,000 as a payment for your electricity bill. Have a nice day. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind, and now she'll focus at work with no problem. Have a nice day. Whew, thank God we got the bill paid, and we are doing just fine. Alright, oh, that's funny. Bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? Oh, what the fuck? That's so stupid. Oh, man. This was a really good chapter. I really liked this chunk. You know, we just saw Jill grow as a person, and I freaking love that. You know, I love her character arc so far, from going from this very, like, closed off, kind of very serious bartender to, you know, a girl who just has, you know, feelings and is going through life just like anybody else is with her own struggles. And, you know, even though she didn't get to apologize to Lenore and stuff for the way she acted, you know, she is learning to remind the people that are close to her that she does care about them and she appreciates the time that they get to be friends and stuff. You know, I think that's such a great lesson to learn, and I love that for Jill. I think this is fantastic. I have to say that we gotta talk about the weird hack thing that just happened. I still think that because Alma is hacking into the bar system, she is Alice Rabbit. There's no question in my mind that she isn't Alice Rabbit at this point. This is just confirming, though, that Alma is Alice Rabbit. That was crazy, man. Oh my gosh. It's just crazy because you would have never, like, based off of, like, her personality and kind of, like, the things that are going on in her life, you wouldn't guess that she is Alice Rabbit and has these, like, thoughts and opinions about the government and stuff. She keeps being like, oh, it's just dumb shit, you know? But I guess she would have to be that way if she doesn't want people to detect that she's Alice Rabbit, I guess. I don't know. Very interesting. A nice... I like how they kind of develop the story in such a small way, as in, like, the glitch with the rabbit and stuff. I think that's really cool. If I am not mistaken, too, I think the rabbit has a blonde hair design, too, so this makes more sense, or just, you know, gives us more confirmation that Alma is Alice Rabbit. That's so cool. I love it. Gosh, I'm glad that things are getting better for Jill again. Who knows, maybe because of the conversation about, like, parents being there for their kids, maybe we'll actually get to, like, maybe see her mom or her dad. I'm assuming it would be her dad and stuff, just because it seems like her mom doesn't seem to be that prevalent with her traveling and stuff. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I would love to see a conversation with her and her parents, you know. I talk to my parents about pretty much just about anything, you know. Our parents are #1 supporters, it seems like, so that would be good for Jill to get some support from her parents. I really enjoyed this episode. It really made me think about a few different things, just like how relationships as a whole can affect you as a person, whether it's like romance or familial, whatever, you know. It's crazy how the people we interact with influence our lives and stuff. It's definitely something to think about, for sure. I am a little bit curious to see what is going on with Dana, because at the very beginning of the episode, it was kind of showing Jill thinking about, like, okay, how are we still getting paid when we really don't get that much money and stuff, and how is this bar even still open right now? It seems like, even though I think Dana's still a really cool character, I think she's very sweet and stuff, it makes me wonder if there is some kind of shady stuff going on behind the scenes and stuff with Dana, and if she's like, I don't know if laundering money is the right word I want to use, but she's doing something. I just don't know what it is. So yeah, we'll just have to see in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of Valhalla, make sure you hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and that notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!